And in psychotherapy, it's increasingly clear that there can be enormous range of effectiveness between therapists, between so-called super shrinks and pseudo shrinks. And those highly effective therapists have a more than 50% greater success rate and a more than 50% less dropout rate. And what accounts for the difference? Well, several things. I draw on the research of Scott Miller and Barry Duncan here. First, a commitment to learning. The good therapists really have a commitment to learning. Second thing they do is they investigate their risk failures. When something doesn't work, those are the cases they pay most attention to and dive into and look for consultations and ideas. Third thing is objective measurement of their outcomes. And the fourth is deliberate practice of their skills. Now note the objective measurement of outcomes. Now, really important because as psychologists, we suffer from a terrible flaw. We're also human beings. And as human beings, we have very rose-colored glasses about ourselves and our psychotherapeutic outcomes. In one study, psychotherapists were asked to evaluate their own effectiveness and rank themselves compared to their peers. Anyone like to take a guess as to where the average therapists rank themselves? Average therapists rated themselves at the 80th percentile. 4% of therapists ranked themselves as average. 0% rated themselves below average. Now, those of you who are good at math may be able to figure out there's a problem here. And equally problematic is the research is clear that most therapists don't improve much over time as compared to almost any other discipline, whether it's sports activities or any number of things. And it makes sense. We don't get feedback. We don't we usually do it in work in offices without any kind of feedback. So it's really, this is one more reason why it's important to have objective measures. But fortunately, there's also a field now on research on expertise. And the expert on experts is Anders Ericsson, who edited the Cambridge Handbook of Expertise. And their data across fields is very clear that the things that really make masters in any field, including psychotherapy, you've got to be able to measure. You've got to have some measure of how you're doing. And our own estimation is not good enough. We need to reflect on our outcomes and really pay close attention. We need a mentor and getting critical feedback. It's interesting. For excellence, positive feedback, that was wonderful, you did great, is almost useless. I mean, it's very nice, it feels wonderful, but we don't improve as a result of. What we improve from is critical feedback saying, well, that was okay, but you really need to focus in on here. You missed this and you missed that, and that could have been done differently. So that's what helps, and that's what improves. And we need to engage in deliberate practice, and deliberate practice is a very particular kind of practice. It's focusing on one particular aspect of our behavior that needs improvement, repeating it multiple times, maybe filming it, videotaping it, and getting feedback. And with that, we can expand our capacities significantly. Those are the keys, it turns out, to expertise in any field, including therapy.